Alright, and welcome back to another 2 Up Tuesday, where today we are on Murovanka, and we're going to start off in the Tier 10 Swedish medium, the Udes 15-16. Let's go. Alright, so we've got the Udes 15-16. I'm starting off with optics, commander vision system, and low noise exhaust. I pretty much have this loadout. It's probably not the best, but I find it works quite well, because the Udes medium tanks actually have decent camo. So if you can get rid of their light tanks, or in this case there is no light tanks, you can use it as a brawling light tank. So as you can see, just go in here, and because of the way this works, I don't know how that shot went in. That Leopard 1 instantly dead. And apparently I'm getting this spotting on this standard B. So just come up here, use it. The pneumatic system on this tank is so good. I can't remember off the top of my head what the how, I don't know where the hell that shot went. I can't remember what the thickness of the turret armor is. What tanks will overmatch it. But if you're coming up against mediums, you've got an extremely small cupola to hit. That one, I don't know if that one actually hit. We'll have to have a look in the post-game stats, because I didn't see any dust kick up at the end. And so just by using this as getting into a aggressive position, we're already up to 3600 combined, and we're 2 minutes into the game. Now, just kind of waiting to see if we got any shots on this 50B. There you go, we just saw that one hit the dirt, so we know that one definitely didn't hit. So now, I just want to move up a little bit, see if I can see any of them running away. That 50B, it looked like he was trying to run away, but turns out, no, he was sticking around to fight. That one was a bad shot by me. I probably should have aimed a little bit further back. Now, I thought I'd be able to spot the Char retreating here, but I don't think I do. We've got our WZ pushing in pretty heavily. Now I think, alright, let's get out of here. That one was just not looking where I was driving, but I spotted that 50B as well. It just goes to show you, they're literally on the edge of my view range. So having this set up as a makeshift light tank works pretty well. I think this game was a while ago. I'm just trying to remember. I think I do something really stupid here, I poke stupidly, and I just get absolutely fed, maybe. But anyway, we've got our minnow and our WZ pushing in, just trying to move up here. Yep. There you go. There's the 50B retreating. There you go. This thing is basically a light tank. I've got more assistance than what I've got damage at the moment. But then apparently I didn't spot that Char then. I don't know. And yeah, so now I think this Yeah, so they've got to like FV camping in the back. I don't know why. Like, there's people that just like to, yeah, camp in the back in their heavy tanks, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, but on saying that, looking at that, we have got our first mark of excellence on the tank. Not bad. There we go. Yeah, I think it's here. I poke up. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. Thought I was using the gun depression a little bit better, but I'm saying that it's at the end of the game, so yeah. So obviously I was still spotted at that point, but end of the game. We just push in, get it done. And I realise that there's no shot on the grill, so let's just hang here. And no shot on the char either, unfortunately. And yeah, WZ smacks him up. So tell you what, excellent game by WZ there, getting a top gun. Alright, let's jump into the post-game stats for this game, and then after that we'll jump into the next match. Alright, and here we are for the post-game stats in the Udes 15-16. Ended up with 5,000 damage, 3 kills, 10 criticals, 3,200 assistance, and that's just in a medium tank. As you can see, top on experience, second highest on damage. Obviously that WZ, he had a great game. Experience 1176, and that's still only a first class. Just goes to show what people manage to do in this thing. We did complete a mission in that, so we did earn an extra 65,000 credits. But on saying that, we did make 106,000 credits in tier 10. And even without that, that still would have been 40-odd thousand extra. 19 shots, 15 hit, 13 penned. That's a bit of a not a bad ratio. Obviously, the more pens the better, but there were a couple of blind shots, and that shot on the 50B, that was just terrible. Also completed a mission, so we earned 32 bonds. Alright, let's jump into the next game and show you. Alright, and let's jump into the next game and see how we go. Alright, and here we are back on Murovanka. This time we've got the tier 9 British light tank, the GSOR. I've got this thing set up to try and be like a ELC clone, because yeah, camo nets, command vision system, and binos. Play it more as a passive scouter, because with the camo net you can actually get the camo rating of this tank up to 50%, which a lot of the times if you get it up to 50%, the only way you can get spotted is if they proxy you. That's why the ELC is such a huge game changer. And so I tend to come to this bush here and just, I can't remember if I spot anything here. Yep, there you go. So spot him there, and then I decide take the shot. But because I was shooting through a bush, I didn't get spotted. Another good position is just here, because you can sit there and then spot any aggressive light tanks that show up. So yeah, I decide with this M4, M41D pushing up. If I didn't get spotted there, they probably thought that I would have been the one, the M41 would have been the one spotting them, but unfortunately I did get spotted there, so we do manage to take out the opposing enemy light tank, well, tier 9 light tank, the Char MLE. And so now I'm just rolling up, pulling back, waiting to see if my sixth sense goes off. And yeah, CS 52 lease is just getting a bit impatient. I'll just pull up here, set up my binos and that, and there you go, they are pushing through. So I just hang here. There you go, light tank. And unfortunately he has spotted me. Kind of a bit of a shit shot there. But we just need this light tank gone, because once that happens, like being on an open map like this, big things can happen. And so the mission that I'm currently doing at the moment for this one, I've changed missions because this one is so reliant on your team. You need to get an average of 2 people destroyed over 10 battles. So that's essentially saying you need 20 people spotted by you, like that your teammates killed. That was just a shit shot, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, all like my focus at the moment is literally like going into taking out this LT 432. I'm just not timing these shots well because GSOR has no gun depression, pretty average gun. But yeah, it just keeps, every time I go to shoot, I'm always pulling back, so that's what kicks up. Now, just waiting to see if this LT does anything. And just go back in my little bush and we just wait for a bit. It's one of those things, light tank gameplay isn't the most stellar. Like, you get a lot of this just hanging out, waiting to see what the enemy team does, because you don't want to push in like and risk dying straight up, because it's towards the end of the game where light tanks are like just so valuable. Alright, so we're still just waiting, seeing if anything's happening. I'm just worried because like they've got a Barras and an LT 432, both just chilling somewhere there, and the Barras could probably take me out if he high rolls both of his shots, because they're about 390, 400 damage each shot. But then with the LT 432, he can just 3 tap from the 2 Barras, 1 LT, I'm dead. Alright, and so now for some reason their Skoda has gone quite aggressive. Got himself killed for no apparent reason. Same with the Conqueror. Now I decided at this point, now that the like 2 heavy tanks are gone from in there, I want to go through these bushes. So I kind of went back, just so I wasn't going straight over into the open to like, yeah. Now just wait here for a little bit, get my binos set up, and I think it's when yeah. So the Brask is just there. That's like not a bad position if the enemy team doesn't have like the magic forest, because then you can just literally counter anything that like comes into that position. Look at that, like I'm so close. But it probably would have, like, I probably wouldn't have got spotted if my camo net had set up, but that just makes me now have to play a little bit more passive. And so like this LT, he obviously knows what I'm trying to do. And I'm just trying to like tell people, please just take out that light tank. If he's gone, happy days. As a great like ANZ content creator says, I've got 276 hit points, which is 275 more than what you need. So basically, as long as you got 1 hit point, your gun is still in the game and you can help. Mind you, anyone shoots like HE at you, you're most likely dead. And now I'm just noticing the... Oh no, I thought the Artie was AFK because I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, he's blurred out a little bit. I thought that was like a disconnected thing. It could be because of the replay, it's just playing up. Or unfortunately for Mr. Light Tank, he could have got that shot off. And yeah, I was just spamming like, please kill him, because I was trying to go for this mission. It's like, please, I spotted him, just take him out. Like, as you can see, just, it is all like racking up. Well, I say racking up, it's not the greatest, but it's not the best. Sorry, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. If it's not the greatest, obviously it's not going to be the best. Yeah, 3200 spotting so far. Now we just need to, yeah. I've got to try and find a position where I can just spot people if they shoot. Like that ship pack. And like, you can see how close that char is, and yet he cannot spot me. Moving forward like that probably wasn't the best idea, because I did have my camo net engaged. So that char could have spotted me, to be perfectly honest. Alright, and yeah. Now we're just waiting. Yeah, decided to take the shot, and it doesn't pay off, but I'm saying that it is now literally just clean up time. And obviously this char has decided, you know what, if I'm going out taking out the CS, but the CS had other plans. Alright, and that's it for Light Tank gameplay on Murovanka. Let's jump into the post-game stats if they're available and see how we went. Alright, so unfortunately the post-game results aren't there for the GSOR. But I believe it was 3,300 assist and maybe 1,000 damage or something like that. But yeah, hopefully like those 2 bushes that I showed you at the beginning of the Light Tank gameplay, they are huge, because if the most common thing for light tanks to do is like what that char MLE did. He rushed up onto that ridge to try and get some early spots, and then like if you rush in there as well, you both get spotted. Where if you pull up at one of those bushes a little bit further back, you can spot them, but they won't spot you. So it just kind of gives you a little bit of an advantage. And yeah, as for the Udes, like, yeah, it's stats are just here, like 3,200 assistance, and that's just crazy for a medium tank. Let's go with that. So I want to see, yeah, stationary vehicle, like 45% camo rating, and that's like, yeah, low noise exhaust and camo on your crew. But for a medium tank, that's pretty good, especially if you do find yourself in those points where you need to fight. Like, you've got a good gun and at least like a good turret. What was it? Yeah, 100 mil turret armor. So unless they hit you here, like, which is obviously a bit of a hard shot, there's no tank in the game that can overmatch your turret armor. They can overmatch your hull armor using 151mm plus. But as for your turret, yeah, there's nothing that can overmatch. It's just the cupola that you need to watch out for. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of 2 Up Tuesday. Hopefully that shows you, a few ideas with medium tanks, light tanks and all that. And hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.